it's Kat. So today I'm going to be doing an inspired look from Ariana Grande's new music video Boyfriend featuring Social House. In it she had something kind of different for her. She did like blue eyeshadow, which is really different for her to do colors like that, so I really wanted to do it for you guys. Try to insert a picture over here of it for you. For it, it's kind of a natural skin look, very glowy, and she does her really big wings, and she obviously has the blue eyeshadow. I was like, really want to do this look as my first tutorial on here. I thought it would be pretty fun to do, especially if you know me. I love Ariana Grande, so surprised I was inspired by her. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to recreate this look, just keep on watching. To get started, I'm gonna start with my brows. That's usually what I start with. I'm actually using this by Milani today. Oh my god, I'm gonna focus. But in my last video, Anna, she commented down below and recommended this, so I'm gonna give that a try today to start with my brows. Ariana tends to do a more straight, natural kind of brow, so I'm gonna try to go for that effect. So I'm gonna be looking right over here. That's where my mirror is, so that's what's gonna be going on. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and fill my brows. I like to start by combing them all up. So I like to comb them up, and then I kind of go across the top and just like smooth them down a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and I start by tracing the bottom of my brow first. So you see, I try to do more of a straight line. Yeah. Okay. So do that. Pick up a little bit more. And then I go across the top. And she keeps hers kind of like evenly thick too throughout the brow. So, and she doesn't do much of a tail either. Kind of like that. And then I'm gonna go through and just fill it in. Okay. And then I'm just gonna go through and spoolie it, because sometimes when you're using pomade, it will kind of gather up in one section, so you just want to smooth out anything like that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eyebrows. Okay, so now this is where I'm at. I have my eyebrows done. So after that, I like to go in with a concealer and carve them out, shape them up, you know, do all that. So I'm going to be going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer, a concealer brush, a flatter concealer brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush from the applicator. Sometimes I'll put it on my hand, sometimes I'll put it on the applicator. It really just depends on what I'm feeling. And I'm going to just start going like this. Just getting around it, because sometimes when you're doing it, you kind of, you know, shake a little bit or something. And once I get under my brow all shaped up, I like to just grab extra on here and just put it all over my lid. Like that. And then I'll take just some sort of foundation brush or my beauty blender. I didn't wet it yet, but I'll take it and just kind of pat it all in. That's how I do that. I'm just gonna go and do the other eye, obviously. So this is where we're at. I just have my eyebrows and my eyelids are all set. I don't like to set it with a powder. I like to just go straight in with the eyeshadows. Today I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. I know a couple of people requested for me to do a look with this. I'm going to use this because it has the perfect blue shade for the look. So to get started, I am going to use just any type of big fluffy blending. Okay, there we go. I pulled you guys in a little bit closer to see what's going on. But I'm gonna go in with the shade Cone first, and I'm gonna do a light wash of that all over, kind of up in my crease, and go up a little bit more. I've noticed with a lot of Ariana's looks, they're more subtle. Other than her eyeliner, the eyeshadow part's usually more subtle and just kind of all washed over rather than something intense and dramatic. So make sure you're doing everything pretty light. Okay, so that's where I am at. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Tasty from the palette, and I'm going to take a slightly smaller makeup brush, and I'm going to go into the crease more specifically and just deepen up a little bit, especially around the corners as well. And when I do this, I kind of just go in little circular or windshield wiper motions. It should look something like this now. And then I'm going to go in with that same concealer brush before it and the same concealer and semi-cut my crease. I'm not fully doing it. I'm more so just cleaning up that area so the blue eyeshadow that we put in a little bit is a little more intense. Isn't as dulled down from the brown eyeshadows that we put on prior. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit on there. Feel free to wipe some off on your hand just to make sure there's only like a little bit on your brush. And some people will use the method of putting a little bit on their lash line and looking up and cutting their crease from there, but I personally don't like that. I think it kind of goes up too far on me and looks weird. So I like to just start from my inner corner and kind of use that as a guideline and move my way up. So it should look something like this now. Now we're going to go in with the blue shadow. So I'm going to be using the color Brain Freeze from the palette, which is right there. And I'm going to be going in with this eyeshadow brush. It's more of a fluffier but still flat shaped brush. You can see I previously used blue eyeshadow on it. But I'm going to be taking that on the brush, tapping off the excess, and just start stamping it in like so. And I'm stamping it on the area of where we put the concealer. Okay, so we're at this now. Like I said, just use patting motions all over where we put the concealer previously. I did go into the brown a little bit. I thought it just helped blend it together. So now I'm going to be going in with the same fluffy brush we used the darker brown color on, and I just kind of like wiped it off a little bit. But I'm going to be taking the same blue shade and actually on this and just start blending out a little bit. Like I said before, she does a very light wash all over when she does her eyeshadows. So I'm going to be blending it in up into the browns. Okay. So next I'm going to be going over top the blue with a shimmery shadow because hers has a light shimmer to it. And I'm going to be going in with this really old shimmery shadow. I really don't know when it's from. I think my mom gave it to me. I don't even know if this brand is still a thing. But if it is, this is the Real Color Shimmering Powder in the shade Pearl. And I'm going to be taking the same brush that had that blue shadow on originally and just start putting that on top of where the blue is. So then you should be like this, which is most of the look. I'm actually going to go and do the other eye real quick. So as you can see, I have both eyes done. I do my makeup in a kind of random order. So after I'm done with my eyes, I go straight into foundation. I will do my eyeliner last, just so I don't get any face powders or anything on top of it. Today I am testing out actually a new product. I am trying the e.l.f.'s Poreless Putty Primer. As of many people, I heard it from Jeffree stars, so we're gonna see if I like it too. I'm gonna mostly concentrate this. I don't know how I should apply. I'm gonna apply it with my fingers, I guess. I'm gonna apply it more in my T-zone area, more where I have larger pores. So I'm just going in and kind of so far it actually looks pretty nice. It looks like it's blurring out a little bit, so we'll have to see how foundation lays on top of it. Okay, so I'm all primed. I'm going to be using two foundations, I guess a foundation and a BB cream. I'm going to be using the Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation in shade 130, and since that is a little, I'll show it a little better. Since that is a little dark for me, I'm also going to be mixing it in with this CoverGirl BB cream. It's slightly lighter. I'm just going to do that on the back of my hand and just start putting it on my face. I like to initially put it on with my fingers just to get everything in the place that I want. And I feel like when you go straight in with the Beauty Blender, although it saves product better than most makeup brushes, I still feel like it still soaks up a lot. So then I'm just gonna go with my Beauty Blender and just start pouncing everything into the skin, make sure it's all blended. So my foundation's all in, and next I go with my concealer, as again I'm going in with the Milani concealer, and I just go I go on the sides of my nose and really just bring that in. I like getting it up close underneath my lash line, especially for this look, because Ariana Grande has a it's really brightened and it just looks full and lifted. I don't even know, I can't get it to look like that, but we're trying. So I'm gonna go in and just blend that out. Go ahead and do it under the other eye as well. And then I'm just going to go in on just slight other places or where any blemishes are. So I'm going to go right here, down my nose, right in here, here, and I have one there. So we're going to cover that. And we're just going to go and blend that out as well. So after that, I'm not going to go in to setting it quite yet because I don't want any powder on my face yet, because I am going to be using the Anastasia one of their stick foundations as more of a bronzer today. So I'm going to go in right here. When you're doing this, you can kind of use the technique of like sucking your cheeks in like a fish, I guess, like to figure out kind of where your line should be. I do a couple lines up here, one on my chin, one right there, two, and a little bit under my lip, like that. I look kind of crazy, but that's whatever. And then I like to go in with this big stippling brush by Juno & Co. It's more of a foundation brush, but I find it works really, really well. It tends to work really, really well with blending this out. So I just go circular motions and just start pulling it up and dragging it down, and see how easy that blended out. And then today I'm actually going to be trying a liquid highlighter by Urban Decay. It's the Naked Skin. And this one is in the shade Aura. And take my blender and now I'm going to go in with this Fit Me Loose powder. This is in the shade Fair Light number 10. I'm just going to pick it up on one side of the, I really put this thing to test, but just dip it in. And then I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. Yeah, so I let this set for a second, so then I'm just gonna be taking my powder brush and just start blending it in, but also like kind of flicking it off at the same time. So then next I'm gonna go in with the Hoola bronzer just to deepen everything up a little bit more. And I'm just taking this angled brush like that, dipping it in, tapping off, and just start running in the same place. Running it in the same places that we put the cream bronzer earlier. This step isn't necessary, but I'm just going in to deepen it up a little bit more. Okay. It doesn't look like Ariana uses a lot of blush, but I'm just going to use a little bit just to kind of blend everything out together. Today I'm going to be using this Pacifica palette I got in an Ipsy bag. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, so I'm going to use that to hopefully give me a little bit more glow. I'm going to be taking this blush brush, powder brush type thing, and placing it on the apples of my cheeks and kind of dragging up. I like the effect this gives when you put on the highlighter, kind of all makes it flow better. And then next I'm going to be doing is the highlighter. Today I'm going to be using this Ofra highlighter in the shade Rodeo Drive. This one gives me more of a glow than a blinding highlight, which is what I want to achieve. I'm going to be using this smaller brush that I usually use, and then go up on here on your tops of your cheekbones and bring it down. And then next I take this brush. I think it's actually supposed to be, it's supposed to be an eye blender brush from e.l.f. but I use it for doing more precise highlighting. So I'm going to dip into the same highlighter, tap off, do my lip, and just a little bit on my nose. There's the skin part of it all. Before I go in with eyeliner, mascara, and stuff like that, I'm going to go in with my face spray just to start setting everything down. So today I'm going to be using the Morphe Continuous Spray that I mentioned in the last video, like a lot of these products, and just really get that all locked down. Also, in the pictures from the video that I've seen, what I can see, she also has the bottom lash line smoked out just a little bit. So I'm going to be taking this small smudge side to this dual side brush from Ego Tools, and I'm going to be taking the same shade Tasty from this palette and kind of just running that under there, but trying to keep it close and tight up. To the lash line, like that. So now is where I'm going to do the eyeliner. So I tend to do my eyeliner more kind of straight out, but she really does hers really up. So I'm going to try to achieve that today. I'm going to be using my Katvon D liner that I mentioned in the last video. This is going to be really hard to videotape. This is something a lot of people ask me about, so it's going to be really hard and really stressful. So I'm going to start by making the baseline, how to describe it, but I'm going to try to do it really up. See? And then I'm going to go not to the really tippy point, but a little bit far down, and I'm going to drag it down towards my lid. I don't know if you can see this. That. I'm going to try to keep it pretty thick because she tends to wear hers pretty on the thicker end out here and then thins it out. that, and then I'm gonna like that. I'm not gonna bring it the whole way into the inner corner. I think I have it pretty thick. I think that's what I really want it at, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now we are here. I have both eyeliners done, and I'm just gonna be going in with a black pencil liner and tight lining, and then also putting some on my bottom waterline, because she obviously has that done in the pictures as well. So I'm gonna go and do that. So now we have that all done. Before I go ahead and play lashes, I'm actually gonna highlight the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the inner corners of my eyes. I'm just gonna be going in with the same ofra highlighter we had before, the one in Rodeo Drive. I'm just gonna be taking a flat brush. This one's from Wet n Wild. Run that over it, and then I'm gonna just go in and put that in my inner corners. I know I have the inner corners all highlighted and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go and pick a pair of lashes. I think she might have eyelash extensions. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to pick a more. Her eyelashes don't look that long in the picture, so I'm gonna try to pick a shorter pair that are a little more thick and full. Okay, so I actually ended up hating how eyelashes were, so I'm actually gonna try these another pair of Ardell lashes. These are just called the Demi Wispies. I didn't like the other ones. I should have known better because they didn't have like a clear band, so they just weren't working with me, but I think these ones will end up working pretty well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put those ones on. I just wanted to let you know when the eyelashes look different. Okay, so now I have the eyelashes on. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my natural lashes with the false ones. I'm just gonna go in like so. I don't even know if you can pick that up or not, but then I'm just gonna go in with my mascara. This is just the falsies, and just blend those together. And then I like to put mascara on like make sure I really coat my inner corners, because I feel like it just helps them all blend together. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just apply a layer on my bottom lashes as well. Okay, so I have my eyelashes done. So the last step is lipstick. So in the music video, her lips, it's almost like those are her like natural lip color, but like it doesn't really look like she has much on. So I'm just gonna do a more of a nude lip with just a little bit of gloss to give it a little bit of a sheen like it does in the pictures from the video. So the lip I'm going to be using is Pure Hollywood Liquid Lip by Anastasia. This is more of a nude one for me. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a very, very light layer. Like that. I've noticed with liquid lipsticks, less is more for them, so I like to have a very, very light amount on there and then put it on that way, and I feel like it stays on and just wears better. And then over top of it, I couldn't find the exact gloss I want to use, but I'm gonna try this with it. This is from Tarte. It's like a lip balm type thing, but it's tinted in the color Rose, and I feel like this can give it that slight gloss that it needs. Yep, just like that. Okay, so there's the lip. This is the look. This is the look for the music video for Boyfriend for Ariana Grande. This is similar to what she has in there. Okay, so that is everything, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any video ideas that you want to see from me, please comment down below, give this video a like, and just please subscribe. So again, thank you guys for watching.